You get your regular employees, your regular, and this is why, we started today off with this question about better viewing field pass or traditional telecast, because the field pass actually puts you in the game. And when you're talking about raising the standards and raising the chemistry in your business, now we're talking about, okay, we're going to build up the standard. We're going to hold everyone accountable to this standard. And the people we bring in are going to learn to adapt. And then we're able to move forward. You can't do that if you're constantly dealing with turnover. You can't do that if you're not establishing a certain way about holding yourself accountable, holding your business accountable. So again, I'm going to play you some more clips, but the main thing to take away, especially from that one, is when he says, let me play a few.
And everybody's got to buy into that standard, or you really can't have any team chemistry. Mediocre people don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like mediocre people.
Bingo. All right. Mediocre people don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like mediocre people. So you just got to ask yourself, this is the come to Jesus moment. Are you someone that wants to be a high achiever, or you simply want to be mediocre? Because it's going to be one of the two. The folks that like to stay mediocre, you're not going to like being around a person that wants to be a high achiever. It's just that simple. They're going to just start rubbing you. The work ethic and all the things that they do in order to make themselves better is just going to make that mediocre person incredibly, incredibly uncomfortable. All right, so let me play the next one.
The game's probably won, and they're
it's
still
42 to 14.
They're still trying to get it right. Which to me is the kind of pride and performance that you want in the players.
Can you see the critics saying, come on, coach, just take a breath, relax, enjoy the moment?
I can see people saying that, but we're still coaching. We're trying to get them to do it right. I don't ever want the players to relax in a game.
Saban
Process. It's called process, folks. It's called falling in love with the process of what you're doing. You could take that story. You could take the story of Steve Jobs and Apple. You could take the story of Phil Knight and Nike. You could take Kevin Plank and Under Armour. You could take Oswald Cruikshank with the Move Swiftly brand. You could take whoever you want to take. It's the falling in love with the process to the point where you're up 42 to 14, and however that translates in your business. It could be you're up in a quarter. It could be your sales, or you're actually crushing it in the sales game. You're actually breaking out and doing, putting up numbers that you have never seen before. Your focus on the process, your focus on the next thing has to be so in tune. You got to be so in tune to that process that even when we're up, we're going to be even when we're up, we're trying to get it right. And that is what I mean when we're talking about Saban is still winning. The fact that Bama is out, the fact that it's even a story that Alabama's out, given who they lost to and how they lost to them, the fact that it's even a story is all them, in my opinion, living in that standard that he created for so long. It got said on many of his the championship runs that he had for years. It got said by multiple people, like, I don't know if we're ever going to see a type of run like now. Again, this is college football, so everybody has their year. Myself being a Michigan fan, look, we had our year last year. We had our last 3 years, which is why I'm not too distraught in how bad things got this year. Just, what happens. Everybody has their year. You're not going to be the number one team. You're not going to be at the top every single year. We have yet to see, then I agree with that. I don't know if we're ever going to see a run like what we saw with the years that the Alabama Crimson Tide dominated the sport. And as you can see now, it wasn't just about one person. It wasn't. I know what the title says, and I know what I titled this live, but it wasn't just about one person. It was about a commitment to a process. And I'm going to translate this now to how you go about raising the standard in the mindset of a person. So Nick Saban, he grew up, he was the son of a coach, and his father started up a youth Pop Warner team. What the hell was the name of that? I think it was the Black Knights. So I'm going to play the clip in which he talks about in a second. But the point of me bringing it up is it was his father, in my opinion, and what makes his story so great and really resonate with me is the fact that he had a father who owned a business. My father is a small business owner too, and I got the opportunity to see him pay very close attention to detail, do his own taxes, run his own thing, wake up every single morning, go to work at a specific time, run his own business his way.